What's up, guys? Keto Fit Dad. We all know it's a new year, it's 2016, and a lot of people out there are going to have the whole new year, new me thing. I know I did a couple of times before I finally got off my ass and changed myself. So I want to basically give everyone a couple pointers that I think for me, help me, might help you. So number one thing I'm going to attack first is don't stress out about cardio. There's so many people that are going to the gym and just do cardio. You'll be on a treadmill running for hours on end, covering miles, kilometers, hectares, fucking light years. Just doing endless amounts of cardio isn't necessarily gonna make you lose weight quicker, isn't gonna necessarily make you even healthier. I mean, it will do these things, but there's better ways to go about it. There's more optimal ways to go about it, which is a big thing for me when it comes to health and exercise, is doing something that's going to be optimal, that's going to work the best way possible. So in that light, for me, what I really feel for what people should do is, and I mean, I know people do have a bit of stress in regards to it, or they feel intimidated by it. Don't, because most other people in there don't give a crap what you're doing. They only care about what they're doing. They're not judging you secretly in their minds. Trust me. It's go to the gym and lift weights. Lift heavy weights. And when I say heavy weights, that's relative. You know, if you're a smaller person or you've never lifted weights before, you don't have to load the bar up with, 250 pounds, 350 pounds and try and squat or deadlift that. You won't be able to. And if you even do get it, and even if you do a deadlift or a squat with it, you're probably going to hurt yourself. If you got to start off with just the Olympic bar, which weighs 45 pounds anyways, for some people, that's heavy. That's fine. Do it. Nobody's going to care if you're doing that. You got to lift what's heavy for you. It's all subjective. We're all different. What's heavy for you might be lightweight for me. What's heavy for me might be lightweight for somebody else. I know weights that I do that buddies of mine is warm up with. So it's, we're all different. You got to do what's heavy for you when it comes to weightlifting, as far as I'm concerned. I think weightlifting is a lot better than cardio. You're going to burn more calories lifting weights than you're going to do doing cardio. Seriously, look it up. You will burn more doing weightlifting. I think it's about 9 calories. Is it 9 calories a minute or an hour? I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. Doing weightlifting versus 3 for cardio. That's a big difference. The next thing is, and I'm guilty of this. I've tried it. People go into the beginning of the year. They'll go into the gym. They'll do everything. They're going to change their diet completely. They're going to do cardio. They're going to do we'll forget cardio. They're going to pick a workout routine off bodybuilding.com. They see this big jack guy there, like, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to look like him in no time. And they're going to go balls to the wall with all this, the diet change, the cardio, the weightlifting, heavy ass weights, doing all kind of high reps, high sets that they're not used to, and you're going to burn out. If you've never done it before, you'll burn out quickly. First time I tried working out, after 2 weeks, it's coming up to my second week now, second leg day, and I couldn't walk. My legs were still sore from the first leg day, which, most people, the sorest muscles you will get are legs because they're the biggest muscles. And you'll get to that point, you'll say, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be sore like this. So I think when you're starting off, you kind of got to take it easy. Go to the gym, say 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Do a simple 5x5 program like the Strong Lifts program or Starting Strength. There's a bunch of different ones you can find out there. Just Google 5x5 and you'll find tons of different options and variations of different workout routines you can do. Do a bit of cardio in there. Do cardio on your off days. So if you're going to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, do some cardio on Tuesday and Thursday. Don't do anything on the weekend. Just have a normal day. And just do that just to get yourself used to it and become consistent with it and disciplined. Remember that from my background video. It's consistency and discipline is going to make you stick with this and make you stick to the changes you're going to make in your lifestyle, your health, and your exercise, your diet. So that's the next thing you're going to do. Take things slowly. Don't just change it all at once. Kind of make one change and do that for a week or two to get used to it. Then make another change. And in that same venue, when it comes to lifting weight, don't just be like, oh well, I'm going to pile as much weight on as I think I can do and do it, and get a really good pump on the go. You might be able to lift it, but then you're going to be sore for days after, and you might even hurt yourself. And when you're new, you might not necessarily be able to differentiate between delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, and an actual injury. Most times you will know if you injure yourself because it's going to hurt right away, not a couple days after. You get a couple days after, don't worry, it is DOMS. But some people have that, will have the delayed onset muscle soreness, and that'll deter them right away. So if you start off easy, you start off light and kind of work your way up progressively, you'll avoid a bit of that. And after a while, DOMS will go away. I don't get it as much as I used to unless I go way too heavy, or I haven't worked out in a while. When it comes to your diet, changing your diet around, this video is not going to pertain to anything to do with keto. So if you're looking for tips, I'm not giving them out here, as I want this to apply to everybody. When it comes to your diet, I think the best thing you can do, absolutely 100% the best thing you can do, is track your macros. Find out there's so many different calculators online depending on how you're eating. If you're doing an IFYM thing, if it fits your macros, Google calculator for that. If you're doing keto, there's Ketogenic calculator on Ketogenic.com. Figure out what your macros are for for your activity level. If you're going to cut or if you're going to lose weight or you're going to gain weight, cut or bulk, and get yourself a food scale. They can be bought at Walmart for probably $20. I can't remember the last one. The new one I got is Christmas gift, but they can be bought for like $20 for a cheap digital food scale. You don't need anything fancy. Start weighing your food, start tracking it. If you're just starting to work, if you're just starting your diet, you're just starting to count macros and whatnot, I'd advise just sticking to what you're eating normally and get into the habit of just logging what you're eating. Because as you do that, you'll see, don't necessarily count your calories, but you'll see what you're eating. You'll see kind of, oh, okay, this is like how it all fits together and why you're necessarily, say, gaining weight, because maybe you're eating too many calories. And then you can go from there and kind of cut your calories back a bit, just to learn how everything sits. Then everything kind of meshes together. The next thing is, don't take your time, be consistent with what you're doing. Like I said, don't just go balls to the wall. Make your changes slowly. Get into your lifting, get into your diet, get those down pat, because those are going to be the big thing that are going to help you lose weight. I'm speaking from experience here. When I first started the keto diet, I did very little cardio. I still do very little cardio because I don't overly enjoy it. I don't like walking on a treadmill and not going anywhere. I'm there for say I'm there for 20 minutes, half an hour. I haven't gone anywhere. I find it very boring. A lot of times I watch videos on YouTube, or maybe if I bring my iPad, I'll watch a video on the iPad. So those are all tips to do your cardio, but you don't need to force yourself into doing tons of cardio. You will reach a point, like myself, where it's diminishing returns. You're eating at a deficit, you're still going to the gym, but you're not losing as quickly as you'd like to. So then, yes, start adding in a bit more cardio. Don't try doing it every day or every other day, just to burn those extra calories off. And the last thing I want to cover is when you're first starting at a gym, or getting into the whole fitness, health, lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, don't fall prey to supplements. I've wasted a lot of money on supplements over the years. Pre-workouts, post-workouts, intra-workouts, BCAAs, pre-workouts, post-meal bedtime shakes. Never use a mass gainer because I've never had to gain mass, and that's actually very easy to make by yourself. you know, different protein powders. There's so much stuff out there. Before you go and buy anything, just do some research. There's not a whole lot out there that actually is worth a damn. When it comes to supplements, I mean, right now the only things I really take, and yeah, I take a multivitamin and fish oils. That's about it, really. I have protein powder there. If I'm not, you know, if I need to hit my protein for the day, and I'm coming up, for me and the type of eating I do, where I do intermittent fasting, if I'm coming up onto the end of my feeding window, okay, you know, I need 25 grams of protein. Boom, I'll have a shake, get that 25 grams of protein in. I tend to use protein more up to work just because there's such a limited supply of food. Or not a limited supply of food, limited food choice, I should say. And sometimes it's like, well, I'd rather have that than eat another damn chicken breast. So, but you don't need protein powder to build muscle or grow. You need protein. You're better off eating protein from a food source than drinking it. The other supplement I will recommend to everyone is creatine. Creatine is the most researched supplement out there. It's good to use. It helps. And again, if you don't want to use creatine, you don't have to. I'm not saying you need to use it. But those are about the only two things I really believe in that you should really have in your cupboard. So that's it. If you're starting on to journey of fitness, weight loss, or you know, say you want to put on some muscle, put on some strength in 2016, I commend you for doing it. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I hope you agree once you start making those changes to your lifestyle, your health, and keep with it. Questions or comments? Post them down below.